been a minute. It's currently 6:10 in the morning and I'm having my first coffee of the day. It's an Americano that I made myself. Honestly, I wasn't really into Americanos until recently that I started working as a barista. And honestly, like, they're really good, but I have to go to work today at what time? It was like 2:30, and all I do is do dishes. Like crap today. Vlog, because I haven't done a vlog in a second. I mean, I don't think I really did vlogs to begin with, and I'm not a very big YouTuber anyway, but I've always dreamt of being a YouTuber ever since I was a kid. But I don't know, every time I would try, I would just be like, nah. I'll look at my videos back and be like, that is cringy. Oh crap, I don't know what that was. Struggling right now to get what was that? He's having his morning annoying barks of the fucking day where he wakes up everybody and I have to bring him back inside. I think that being 26, almost 27 in February would make me still be at a part-time job. You know, that is life. Shit happens. Things are not always a straight line. You just have to be appreciative as much as hard of where you are. And I'm lucky enough that my parents helped me, but still, like, I want to be independent. So I'm applying to a lot of internships right now for marketing, advertising, anything. And my I don't know when something will happen, but oh my god, my bangs just look so terrible. I can't get over it. I'm sorry, guys. Got a haircut and she did a fringe, but like, she didn't do a good job on the bangs. I don't know how to tell her. She's the owner, so how do you tell an owner, I don't like the way you cut my bangs? That's kind of awkward. You guys, throughout my day, what I'm gonna do. That's my mom right there. It's so cold right now. It's literally almost 6:20, and anyway, it's freezing. I'm going to drive around. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the store right now, but I don't really like being home in the mornings, especially, I don't know, living with my sister. It's very difficult. So I'm going to drive around and we'll see right now. Honestly, really like my car. It's a Honda Civic sports car. Actually, I got in a really bad car accident 2 years ago where my car was a complete total loss. I'm surprised I walked out of there good, but it was really bad. Somebody hit me and I hit other people like on the freeway at full speed, and my car was a total loss. And then I had to basically, it was during, like, I think it was still during where the pandemic was still going on, and it was like 2022. And then I had to basically get a completely new car, which was really shitty. And my dad's cousin, luckily, she has a dealership in Honda, and she was able to get me a sports car, which I had to pay. Oh, I have to pay more now, but it's a really nice car. I'm gonna keep it. It's a blue one, which I'm like, blue, I don't know. But I love it because, like, it's basically, you know, it's very modern. It has a button, which doesn't have the key, you know, like, you know, it locks by itself when you leave the car. Anyway, I don't want to bore you guys to death with talking about my car, but I do want to keep it because I've never kept a car before. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys like what I do, because like right now I'm working part-time, and like Starbucks pays $20.25 an hour, right? But it's like the fact that they give me like 18 to 22 hours max a week, but they give me like 5 days, 4.5 hour shifts. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like, okay, it doesn't give me any room to look for another job, but I already changed my availability, so it's like, fuck that, you know. Like, in the beginning, I got hired in late July. So I've been there for like almost 2 months, and again, it's just like a temporary thing until like I find my way and like figure my life out. But yeah, like I'm thinking of already like applying to like a second job so that I can have enough money to pay rent and do all the things, because that's the beautiful thing of living in California, is that you literally can't fucking afford shit. And even though you live with, you know, family, like I live with my mom, and luckily, you know, I have help like that, but it's like the fact that it's just so hard to live alone or live on your own, which is what my dream is right now. Like, I really want to have my own place, and I would love to live out of state or out of the country one day, sooner than later. Obviously, I would love to live in another state in the next few years. My mom is actually retiring in like 4 years, so I have like 4 years to get my shit together. I hope it doesn't take that long. I hope that within a couple months or next year, early next year, I already get a job in what I studied, which is I'm a comm major in advertising, so it's really difficult. I honestly fixed my LinkedIn because my LinkedIn was really fucking stupid. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, because in LinkedIn, I don't know if you guys know this, but in about me, if you have LinkedIn, which LinkedIn is, is very popular. Who doesn't have LinkedIn? But if you don't know this, in LinkedIn, in about me, in the about me section, you can put like, a professional summary. And I put like, I like singing, and I like baking, and I like to do creative things in my free time. It's like, okay, like, no one cares about that. Like, that is not professional. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, putting my hobbies. Like, that's so stupid. Another thing that I advise for LinkedIn is that use AI. Like, AI is there for a reason. I use AI's Instagram to basically, like, I wrote my bio, right? But I told AI on Instagram, like, hey, AI, can you polish my about me summary? And it did it for me. It's really great because, like, I don't know if you guys, are struggling with finding a job, but like, I've been graduated for about a year now, like over a year now, and I graduated last May, and now it's like life just feels weird. Like, it just feels like stagnant. It feels like I'm not where I thought I was going to be, and I didn't expect that it was going to be this difficult to have a job, to find a job. And it's like I'm working at a coffee shop that I should, like, this is a job that I have, like, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's no shame. Like, it's honest work, like, you shouldn't be ashamed of, working somewhere temporarily because to get, just to make time, kind of like, yeah, just to kind of like cope with like everything, with like the bills or like whatever is going on. But what I will say that it is very difficult because it's like, when I'm taking out the trash and I'm wearing the Starbucks, like, fucking, what's it called? Like the little, like, because Starbucks has like, for safety reasons or whatever, in broad daylight, they want you to wear like this kind of like jacket thing that's like neon so that people see, what I'm talking about. And it's really stupid because it's like I have to take out the trash, and like I'm taking out the trash and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, why am I taking out the trash right now? I do a lot of closing shifts because they want me to get better, but it's like I am really good at like remembering drinks. It's just the fact that Starbucks is so many drinks and so many. Not only is it drinks, like, if it was just like a solid menu and that's it, but it's like people customize the motherfucking living shit out of those drinks. And my coworker, my shift lead, was like, I wish they put a limit on these customizations, because like 9 customizations is insane, like it's just fucking crazy what people do. At this point in my life, like, I didn't think that it was gonna be this difficult to, find a job or to, basically just be where I want to be. And I don't know, like, I struggle with that because, I do have my mental illness, which is BPD, and bipolar disorder, which I do get depressed at times. And not saying that I had a relapse, but I did have like a moment where I was getting really stressed out because of circumstances, like family circumstances. And then I get always afraid of like getting really sick again, because I have gone episodes in the past, which when you have BPD, you have episodes, like really bad ones. If you don't, take medication, or you get insomnia, or if you don't get like treatment, like psychiatrist treatment or therapy, like it could get really, really bad, up to hospitalization, which I have gotten to that point before, which is really scary, and I get like triggered because I always get scared of like getting that sick again. And there's always like a part of my brain that feels like if I'm going through a lot of stress, it's almost as if like I can't go through a lot of stress because I get afraid of getting that sick. I had a really good therapist for a few years, and she left, and then now it's like I have this other therapist, and she's like, I guess it's a good thing. She looked at my chart. She's like, look at this chart. You're doing well. Like,
is there anything you want to work on? And at the time, I was like, no, not really. Like, there was just nothing really to work on.
But now that have realized as maturity goes, or like when things happen in my life, like I'm just like, you know what, like I think I do want to work on this more, because there's like a lot of like trauma that I have with family, and like I already gotten past my other trauma that I had, but like now it's just like I want to focus on self-confidence, which I do have confidence, but like, and I do have self-love now. I know what I expect from people, and like I have high expectations for friendships, because back then I would just kind of accept any friendship because I was like really lonely and I just wanted people in my life. And now that I kind of have like a cleanse and I'm more to myself and a little more isolating, but I have met a couple of friends, but you know, like I met a girl on Bumble that I hang out with, but it's like, I don't know, like I just want to focus back on some things that I want to work on, which is I do want to work on standing up for myself more. Like I am courageous, but there's a part of me that feels like when I do stand up for myself, like my people's reaction are like, especially my family, they're like, oh, like why are you, you know, like giving them attitude back, because like my family can give a lot of attitude and very moody, and I'm like more chill, and I feel like that people kind of take advantage of me a lot, especially like at jobs and in general. Be like, you know, on medication your whole life, which I do struggle with being consistent with that, but I do know that I have to take it every day. And luckily my sister was like, where's your medication? I was like, oh, it's in the bathroom downstairs. It's just like you have to have it like somewhere where it's easy for you to see, you know, you can't just be like, you know, hidden away, like your medication can't just be hidden away. I was like, yeah, that's true. Like, you know, I can't just, you know, I'm gonna forget about it. And it's important to be consistent with medication. If you are gonna go through medication, like you have to have a psychiatrist, you have to have like, you know, monthly, in the beginning you have monthly appointments, but now that I did good and I've been stabilized for a long time, you know, it's not very necessary for me to see my psychiatrist. But I do want to go back to therapy, because I've worked on a lot of my things, but now I just want to work on the next phase. And I remember telling her that I just feel like I have circumstantial depression, because at the time, you know, a couple of weeks ago or a few months ago, I was like really depressed because of like the job market and everything. And I just remember like I would just take so many naps throughout the day. Like I would literally sleep like in the morning and like sleep again later, like just too many fucking naps, which I as a person never believed in taking naps before, but now it's like I love taking naps, and like it's just, I don't know, I just feel refreshed. But like I just remember like it was too much, and I just felt sluggish, and this was also before I started kind of working. Also, it's like I think I gotten a lot better at things too. Like I got a lot better with taking care of myself physically, because and internally, but like a lot has to do with like self-care. Like I used to never moisturize, because like I used to have perfect skin. No, but I really did. Like as a teenager, like I did have pimples and stuff, but like, and this is not conceited at all, like I genuinely did have really good skin. Like I wouldn't really moisturize my face, and like maybe that's just because you're young and like you're a teenager and you just got lucky, you know. But I just remember like having like really nice skin, and like I wouldn't really like moisturize, but now it's like I moisturize all the time, because I have like extremely dry skin, and like I try to wash my face all the time. I, you know, brush my teeth, which is disgusting, but like I do brush my teeth more than twice now. I used to like be kind of my sister's like, how many times do you brush your teeth a day? I was like, once. And she's like, that's disgusting. I was like, yeah, I know. And like, I mean, they say it's fine, but like obviously that's the bare fucking minimum. But like now it's like I try to take care of myself a lot more. And did you guys know, like, this is kind of nasty, but like I didn't really floss back then. Like your dentist would be like, you need a floss, and I'd be like, yeah, no. And now it's like, that's fucking nasty. Like the fact that you have like food in your teeth and you're not cleaning it out completely is really gross. See what kind of song. Oh, I love this song. I'm gonna see her this Sunday at the Greek Theater by myself. It's hold on. It's Bia Doobie. I really don't want to get copyrighted, because YouTube is very like a certain way about audios and shit like that, so I'm not even gonna bother. But yeah, I just think that like, you know, it's really important to take care of yourself, like, you know, moisturize. Make sure that you brush your teeth more than once, floss. Make sure that you cleanse your face. Make sure that you really take care of your hair. Like, I take care of my hair a lot more now. Like, I put all these, you know, protectants and stuff like that. I don't burn my hair anymore. Like, it's very natural, and I get haircuts daily. So it's like, it's just like things like this, you know, is what I'm saying, is that help a lot with like mental illness and mental health. And like, especially when you're like going through like something, I think it's really important to take your kind of like the direction back to your breath. And like, you know, like you know, they say that breathing is like really helpful. Like, sometimes I get really stressed out and I forget to breathe. Like, you have to like remember to go back to your breath, inhale, exhale. Like, I used to have really bad anxiety and panic attacks and things like that, and now it's like I don't have that anxiety anymore, but I do get really stressed out that I forget to breathe. So yeah, like, I just think it's very important when you're struggling and you have a mental illness, like an actual diagnosed mental illness, that you have to really just take care of yourself and just do things that make you feel good and happy. And I also want to learn how to prioritize myself, because a lot of times, like, I put other people's happiness above my own, and that's not a good thing, because obviously it's like, yeah, you can be selfless, but it's to the point where it's like I do so much and give so much to others that I don't receive the same, and it's just like, you know, not fair. But yeah, I don't know what this video is really going. I guess I just have like things on my mind, and I see like a lot of vloggers just kind of talk about things or go throughout their day. Another thing that's hard is like, I'm an openly like bisexual woman, but it's like I just prefer women way more than men. It's just like different. Like, you know, I'm bi, but it's like I just feel physical attraction for men, but I've never had like feelings for a man before. And my sister's like, well, maybe you just need to meet the right guy. And it's like, well, maybe, but it's like I've only had feelings for women. And like I just think that I just prefer women a lot more, and like I just do. Like, if you guys look at my TikTok page, which I will put here, it's a LGBT primarily LGBT TikTok page where I do a lot of edits and stuff, like shows, and I honestly gone viral several times on that account. Like, my highest one was 1.5 million. I've had some that had 200,000, had some that did really well that almost had 900,000 views. So it's like I do really well on them, but like obviously to be successful on TikTok and have a good following, you have to have like a lot of followers, which my goal is to get to 10,000 followers. But like by the time you get to a fucking million, that's gonna take, like, even though you have like a hit video, like it doesn't mean that you're gonna get followers, you know? I don't know what it is about Thai shows. Like, I've watched so many Thai dramas. Like, I've watched The Secret of Us. Right now I'm watching Affair, which is like my favorite one. I think that's my favorite one that I've watched so far, and that's a lot because I've watched Blank, the series. I watched Gap, which is the first Thai show that I got introduced to 2 years ago, or a year ago. And I've watched, I'm watching The Loyal Pin right now, which I'm like iffy about, because I'm like, honestly, The Loyal Pin, okay, Becky and Freen have like a lot of chemistry, but it's like the fact that it's like I don't like their characters in this one. Like, I think Gap was a lot better. It was more funny. It was a lot more modern, and like I liked Freen as being like kind of this bitchy. If you don't know Freen Sorocha, she's like this Thai actress that is really, really beautiful, and she's always with this other actress, Becky Armstrong, and they're like in this Gap show that became like a fucking viral GL series, which GL stands for Girls Love Story. And they became like this power couple, and now they put them in a lot of projects together, which I think is a little too much. Like, they're always in projects together now, but it's like now it's just like too forced. Like, but yeah, guys, I recommend watching Thai shows. Like, if you don't watch Thai shows, like, watch them. They're so interesting. Affair is my favorite one. I rewatch it all the time, and the thing about them is that they come out once a week, so you have to like literally like legitimately wait a whole week just to be able to see a show. Also, I went to Starbucks to claim my free beans of every week, because when you're a partner, let's say partner to make it sound better, like instead of employees, we're partners, which is kind of stupid. We can claim free beans every week, like free pound of beans, and The girl kind of gave me attitude, but I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, it's not a big deal just to fucking grind some beans. Like, it really isn't, but whatever. People are annoying. I wanted to talk about certain things, give it a life update. Maybe some of you are going through the same thing and you relate to, like, what I was talking about. But at the end of the day, value yourself. Don't take anybody for granted, and don't take yourself for granted. Have self-confidence. Believe in yourself. Truly have, self-love for yourself. Be empathetic to yourself. Treat yourself the way you want to treat others, and and also treat others the way you want to treat yourself. It goes both ways. Also, value friendships. Value people in your life, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you see someone. So just be grateful for what you have. Don't look too much in the past, because then that's depression, and don't look too much in the future, because that's anxiety. Hope you guys like this video, and if you want to see more content, go ahead and give me a follow or subscribe to this channel, and leave comments if you like this video. Thank you guys.